Hello, thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rants. Today I wanted to talk about something that, we're all indoctrinated as children, as adults, as teens, and that's when people say that most people are good, or this guy on Tinder says that he thinks that 90% of women are good and 10% of them are bad or not good to date. When I think it's actually quite the contrary, or opposite. I think that most people are actually pieces of fucking shit. And, I already made a whole video about cynicism and how I feel personally, how it makes sense to be cynical in a lot of situations. But I think that most people are, I wouldn't say, there's definitely levels to it, but I would say most people are definitely, I wouldn't say they're bad, but I would say they're not good, There's a lot of pieces of shit in the world, and a lot of people pretend to be good, and they're really not. And a lot of people they're just enough to be bad, but they're not pieces of shit. They're just bad, but there's definitely both. But I do not believe, and I think it's a bullshit saying that most people are good, because it's absolutely not true. If you've gone through life long enough and you look around, you'll see how fucked up people are. All the fucking crazy ass news stories you hear about people. And, and that's just the people they caught. Think of all the people that do awful shit 24/7 to their family, to strangers, to people they're dating. Like, think of all the fucked up things people do to each other, and they never got caught. So I definitely think that people are a lot worse than people want to think. And, it's a great mindset to have that most people are good, but that's going to leave you fucked over in life because, man, I'm 31 years old and I've met a lot of people and I've had a lot of conversations and a lot of interactions with people. And I can truly say, like, ask anyone who's worked retail for more than 5 years, people are pieces of shit. And a lot of the time they'll act good and they'll trick you into thinking they're good because they want something from you or they have an agenda, like I talked about in my cynicism video. But yeah, I just don't really think people are good. I think that, people that talk about morality and they think that they're so moral and they're so great. And, a lot of the time when people pretend to have morals, a lot of the time they really don't. Like, Jesus talked about this shit. Like, the people that would beat their chest in the fucking city square or the town square talking about how righteous and moral and amazing they are. It's a bunch of bullshit, and it's not real. It's fake, and I just don't think it's real. So thank you for listening to this episode of the Morris October Rant series. Goodbye.